Good morning, Armchair Generals. My name is Tom, and I'm continuing my Japanese campaign in Hearts of Iron 3 using the Black Ice modification version 10.43. Where we left off last time here, we were pushing westward fairly swiftly and with in good order as well. We should be probably not this episode. I won't make a promise, but we should be capturing this victory point here from Xibei San Ma. I would say in the coming months, maybe even before spring hits. Pushing southward might be a little bit more difficult because you see we have some defenses arrayed against us, and I just strictly have cavalry here, a couple specialized light infantry, but nothing of great import that will be able to help me push through there quickly enough. We just took Shanxi last episode or two, destroyed the cauldron that was remaining there. That was my promise I made previous episode, and we kept that. We're now beginning the next phase of the operation here, and going to be taking out communist China. We do need to push and surround the capital here. Um, we finally linked up after a long series of battles coming here from the north down to the south and then east. We've gotten quite a few Chinese units, mostly militia, it looks like, but some infantry. Hopefully, frontline infantry is there. So we'll be crushing them here momentarily and destroying them in good order. We're going to do the same in Shanghai with a small little force and a couple of provinces. However, I bit off more than I could chew here, and the Chinese have showed me the error of my way. So we're kind of retreating a little bit, pulling back our forces to rest and reorg them. There's quite a few that are just not seeing a good time here. We do have the Marines coming in that hopefully they'll be able to finish the job overall. We also provided a landing and a new beachhead around Fuzhou. I do have some units that are historical units that have just appeared. We are we're dipping pretty low in our IC now, thanks to all the negatives. I think it might even go a little bit lower once these new guys penalty kicks in. But we do have a couple units that I'm going to be sending to Shanghai here. These two specialized light infantry I'll send here to help bolster this project I've got going on. And then the remaining infantry units I'm going to send to Fuzhou to hold the beachhead that I have here and see if we can kind of begin to expand it a little bit. That way I can utilize my Marines in their next operation onto Shantou. We want to take this port, create a new beachhead here. When I get some more reinforcements in, we'll rinse and repeat, and then my Marines will move down here in their final amphibious assault operation and begin to take all this and move into Gungsi Click. We haven't seen any naval battles of great import recently. It's been a little while, actually. So I feel that the this operation that I'm doing, where I'm taking out the Chinese ports here and there, is doing wonders. I think they're pretty much for the most part sheltering in place. But with that said, I did start the game off. I went ahead and saved the game real quick after a couple of hours from my last save, just to make sure it wasn't going to crash on me, and we're good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and press forward here. I want to get a good way into 1938, probably the end of February. That'd be good to see. With it being winter, there's not going to be a lot of combat going on, I would have to say, in at least northern China. We'll be doing most of our combat here and um, killing that cauldron that's remaining. We got a bunch of places where the Japanese or the Chinese are attacking me. Um, those tend to be very quick battles. So we learned small arms. That's 1940 tech. So we'll go ahead and drop that off. Like they're, for whatever reason, we're getting attacked at Shemu over and over. I'm not sure why that is exactly. And to be honest, oh, I see. I just moved in there from here. Okay, we need to move him there so we can kind of hold this line. We are attacking into here, and that's all. That's all in good order. Yep. And I have a bunch of units that are beginning to make their that were involved in destroying the almost a 250,000 Chinese troops. They're beginning to make their move down here. We'll do the same thing with specialized light infantry and have them slip around that way. Okay. Otherwise, here we're just holding the line with just singular troops. I don't have enough reinforcements just yet to be able to make some massive pushes. I will go ahead. This armor unit needs a bit more strength, but this one's actually looking a little bit good here. We're going to go ahead and scoop them up, throw them on that passenger liner, and I almost want to come into here. There's a lot of planes that the armor can run wild on, and I think we're going to be doing well here. I don't need to move them into this area because once we've got this cauldron taken care of, all of these units will be able to move and hold the line here and begin to make their own pushes too. So yeah, we're going to move them down to Haiyan here. That way they can push out from here and assist in destroying this remaining cauldron here. How long before these guys can attack? A couple days. 20th. These guys, we're actually just going to hold with what we have here. We can move them. I'll move over there for right now. So that way if there's any combat in any of these provinces, that unit can quickly move and support them. This is a higher strength Marine unit. It's my own personalized Marine unit there. I think they will do well by themselves. Alrighty. I need to take a look at my Air Force here. Good. I think everybody is ready for the next round. Sorry about that. That was my dog. I was hearing somebody move outside. Okay, I've got some close air support. We're going to have him just for the next month assist in destroying the units that are remaining there. We have a transport plane. Do I have anybody that's out of supply? There are in Utoko and Taizhou. Where are we at then? That's down here in this area. Taizhou. That's nobody there. All right, I gotta look up where that Utoko. Go. Here. So they're out of supply or poor supply, I guess. Okay, I can't supply them. They're too far away. I could provide supply here, and I think I will go ahead and do so just for a month. I moved the transport plane over from Tokyo or from Japan proper, and utilizing them as just dropping off some air supply. Okay, we will have them. Can we assist? How far out? Okay, good. We're going to have him assist in the combat over here. Just set him on continuous. That's fine. Got a medium bomber. We're going to go ahead and have him take out targets all throughout this area here. We'll have the close air support do the same as well. Okay, I think I have somebody in Shanghai. Yes. I'll just have him begin, because eventually we're going to have to link these two up here. We're just going to have him begin to start destroying units, enemy units in this area, whatever targets opportunity they can get. Just have them start destroying there over the next few months. All right, that'll be all my air units. Let us see here. We are moving. Yeah, he's moving. They're not, but they are moving. Okay. We're still moving some units in and around here. Got a bunch of units there. Some that actually can begin to attack. Let's see how effective we are with these. These are some frontline cavalry units. My Manchurian Expeditionary Force has been taking a long time to regain their org, probably because there are distances involved. Also, that leader needs to move up here. Let's take a look at him. Fourth Cavalry Corps. Yeah, he needs to come up a little bit closer there. These guys, I would love to move them there. And actually, let's see. I'm going to have him go over here. There's nobody in here, even though he's low org at this point in time. That should be a pretty easy enough move for him. He'll get there in a few days. The cavalry, I'll have them attack across the river by themselves, and they will be supported by all of these low org expeditionary forces. But this way I can kind of create a line right here, and hopefully we'll be able to take that first province. They can also support the attack, and he needs to move a little bit closer as well. Actually, he needs to move way closer there. Okay. I have one unit that's being left behind there, but that's because let's see, yeah, that's 1, 2, 3. We're going to be shy one province there that we can move into, but that guy is moving up. Actually, he's a lower strength cavalry unit. I'm going to have him go there. Yeah, he can go there, and he can come around there. He's a bit of a higher strength cavalry unit. I can come there, and if I see an opportunity that if there's just army and higher headquarters guarding this victory point, I'll go ahead and just attack with them and try to take that victory point here. If I could do that swiftly enough, that'd be excellent. We are moving into the next set here. They can't attack just yet. He's coming in. Okay. Yeah, we've got a bunch of stuff happening here. Good. Bunch of stuff definitely happening. So we won the battle there. That was pretty swift. Taiyan, that was this battle here. Good. They Chinese attacked us and did not succeed in what they were doing. No decisions. Oh, yeah. How are we doing with our production? We're actually doing pretty good now in our supplies. I'm not going to address that just yet. Let's see here. Yeah, we need to get some of our reinforcements going here. So unfortunately, that'll have to hold off. I'm going to wait till we get closer to 50,000 before I start moving my supply down in order to meet my needs. The laws that we have are not going to switch to those anytime soon. National unity is 0.2% off, 0.2 percentage point off from where I need it for my next law that I want to get. Already kicked the communist out of that territory there. And we push them out there. So this quadrant is slowly. I'm not really worrying about total casualties just yet because we'll see eventually. Once we move all the Chinese into one area, we'll see how many troops total we're kind of stuck in there. Good. Do our reinforcements up a bit. Everybody's looking good there. Okay, here we have the armor units where they're at. I'm going to go ahead and move my armor units there to cut off their line of retreat, and the Marines are going to go ahead and pin these units here in place. Those two guys are too weak. I was going to try to support the attack on there, but I'm not going to have enough. Those guys are just way too weak to do that. And I just have, well, the Kempetai is here. Oh, yes, that's right. They're marching. Okay, that's right. They're marching there to then be transported over to Shanghai area. That's good. The Kempetai, really not, I mean, not to be used in a defensive type measure whatsoever in regards to holding the line against frontline troops. I'm using the Kempetai. I have two corps worth of Kempetai divisions that I have moving around here, Shanghai and also the peninsula. They're going to end up being utilized as defenders of ports and things in important places. So that guy, we can move him down to here, And this guy, we'll move him over to there. That way, hold those 2 ports. The next bunch of Kempetai that come in, I have a city there I need to move them to, and then I'll move the other 2 somewheres just to kind of show a presence. I totally forgot about what was going on with those guys. So we got another attack that succeeded there. They're holding off all the attacks going on there. Whoops. We're all marching these guys over that way. Yep. Do I have there? Okay, so I had a transport unit that moved those units. Gotcha. Nantong, we won there. That's cool. I may not be able to destroy those guys in good order because I was hoping for the armor units to take this province here. I guess in retrospect, I probably should have shifted my attacks around, had the Marines attack here, and the armor units attack Nantong. This armor unit can support the attack at the very least. He's got some organization back. Okay, this is all looking a little bit better all around here. We have a line up. Okay, so we have the units retreating here and here. So we'll be finding out once this battle finishes, and we need to support that attack a little bit better. Once this battle finishes up, we'll find out how many units were, what total manpower was sitting there. So we got more reinforcements. It's all looking very good here. Well, the production is not looking very good. We are going to next month see a lot of our IC come back. I think that there's a 32% IC penalty that's going to be dropping off here in early February, I believe. Speaking of, let's go ahead and save the game real quick. It's been almost a week here. I try to save weekly when I'm in the middle of combat here. If I have an ongoing war. Let's see, was that here? Yes. So we lost quite a few militia for the most part. That's all that's there. They lost a lot of troops in fighting me. I think for the most part they're attacking from this port town here. But they may have had some support coming across the river, and they may explain why they had a lot of casualties. I just noticed we have some militia snuck in there. Oh well. That actually looks like that'll turn out pretty well. This, it's 41% now. We're not attacking across the river. We are here, but I think that attack's gonna go well anyway. This I think will go well, even aside from that 41% number. Alrighty, we got our, let's see, that cavalry unit. He'll arrive on the 25th and then attack. So there's a garrison there. He's looking like he's trying to move that way. I don't know why. You would think that you would want to sit there because you're pretty much the only blocking province to your victory point. If I were to go south, I would have to cross the river and then cross another river and then cross another river. So sometimes the AI is smart and other times not so much so. Let's see here. We want to go ahead and start the attack there. We will attack as well, and he will attack, and these guys will support the attack. That'll call off that combat spoiling attack pretty soon here. Yep. So this is looking pretty good. We're destroying them in good order. A lot of units here, and we'll be. Yeah, there's several units that retreated. Some German-trained armor units there. Soviet equipment as well. Wow. Okay. I'm glad to see that that the better of the Chinese equipment is getting it destroyed here. This is another reason why you want to surround and destroy units in a cauldron like that, because you may, in this, like I did in this case here, we got German trained units there that are really good. Soviet equipment there. It's armor. German trained infantry. Soviet motorized there. Yeah, those are some good frontline units that are going to rue the day. I'll have my Marines move up here, and I'll have to figure what I want to do with my Marines going forward. If I want to bring them back and then reset them at Fuzhou, which I'll probably do, um, because I think at this point, once I have this pushed out here, my plan to destroy the units that were in this little cauldron didn't work at all, and I'll go ahead and take my lumps in that case. I think I'll just rest and reorg, refit, and then when ready, I'll make a push up here like so. That way we'll cut off these couple provinces, and also from here, once this area is taken care of, then we'll start pushing down this way as well to meet up, and then take out the few units that are caught there. Push them over the river as well. That way we'll have a nice good line here. Then we get some reinforcements. We'll be joining these two beachheads together. We'll see how that all works later. Do we have those units there yet? Nope. They're making their way though. First Corps. This guy, he needs to get on board the transport, and I need to ship him out. All my militia are down here. The Kempei's can move here. The militia I'm probably going to use a little bit further inland, so we're going to drop their leader off at Qingdao. I had lost that first corps in a defensive battle. I wasn't paying close enough attention, and then they got killed. So they got sent over to Dalian to rest and reorg. Do I have? I do, and the fleet's back. Good. We'll go and grab these guys. We're going to move them over to. Should move them to Shanghai, but I think I might need them in the push northward here. So we'll go ahead and send them over to there. When the transport comes back, I'll grab up the other infantry and send them over to Fuzhou. My northern, yep, as I thought, this battle, even though it's across the river, is going better. This one kind of stagnating a bit. It's just a matter of who loses their ore quicker. I think I will win that since I have almost, yeah, well, at least more than double the organization he does. Looks like they're moving some reinforcements in there. Looks like also thermal units. Oh, here we go. That guy will move in as well. That's looking a little bit better now. Yeah, he lost his org entirely. Okay, fuel, fuel, fuel we do not need, but I thank you. Getting our reinforcements. I think we're on the road to recovery with our supplies. As such, I'm going to move this up to 22 so we can get this guy finished out. And I'll have another full strength armor unit on the front lines. We're still gaining enough supplies here. No decisions are needed. And we're still waiting for our troops to kind of make their way. Actually, I think we've gotten there. Okay, now we need to start, well, kind of gotten that way. These guys need to move. So we have one guy's moving there. We're going to have them move down there as well too, and actually begin to attack into here. We are going to have, when is this guy ready? 113 hours. He must have just finished attacking or something like that. I don't even think even my worst day it's 113 hours. Anyway, we'll have the majority of my forces here begin their attacks in this area. Do we have somebody? We're going to move a leader unit into here to hold the city. In the meantime, they're going to attack. I know it's across the river, so we will anticipate quite a few losses, but we are going to go ahead and have a frontline infantry support the attack there. I'm going to have my specialized light infantry move that way, and these guys attack down that way. He will attack down that way as well. This guy, he's the guy that's moving into there. Okay. He can begin to move into there. All right, so we're beginning to force the Communist Chinese down. The idea is to take the provinces surrounding their capital. Pretty much almost all of the Communist Chinese provinces here I'm looking to take. But to avoid what we had in Taiyuan, I want to get the Communist Chinese capital surrounded entirely, so that whatever forces are there is all that is left to be for the defense. That's not going to cut off their supply because they're getting supply from the capital, but nonetheless, I don't want them to be like we saw up here, pushing reinforcements in one after another, extending the conflict. That's looking better. Good. I don't care if I have units that lose org in the fight. We need to be pushing, pushing. So we had 97,000 enemy troops sitting here in this province that got totally destroyed. Granted, 5,700 casualties in the battle, but effectively there's another 92,000 troops that got captured here and that are no longer going to be used against me. We had 250,000 up here, so we're already at about 350,000 troops total that I've destroyed entirely. We'll see what happens here. Good. We pushed them out of there pretty handily. Pushing them out of there as well too. This will be a little bit on the tougher side, but I think once I move into here, I can then support the attack from this province here, opening up somewhat. This actually is going far better than I thought, but that's because there's only a headquarter unit there. That's all. Chinese finished attacking me there and said we can't take it anymore. How am I doing here? All these units are supporting. We actually have these guys support too because we want to finish this up pretty rapidly. Everybody that's adjacent is just going to support in the attack here. We'll have so many units, more units I really need in there. He's moving in. Okay. Oh, he needs where I'm going to move him to here, and he'll scoop up that artillery unit and attach it to himself. This guy is going to march on down. Actually, let's do this. He'll move there, march on down. He's going to come around and march over that way. All right. Yeah, they're providing a spoiling attack, trying to help their guys out in that cauldron. That's not going to work, buddies. Sorry. All the retreating units are moving into here. I'm ruining how far I overextended here. I really, in retrospect, I should have moved my Marines. I had 3 Marines, which are up there now. They were sitting here. They're resting, reorganizing. I didn't need them in the amphibious battles here in Fuzhou. I had more than enough. I have 7 Marines that landed in good order around Fuzhou and took it quite handily. So these Marines, I should have moved them up along with my armor and regular infantry units to help in the battle here, and I think that would have then gone so much better. Lessons learned, however. You can stop. Oh, actually, yes, you need to patrol. The transport can stop flying around there. Is this, yeah, reinforcements? We got too much IC going towards reinforcements. That's not changing just yet. Oh, I see a opportunity here. We're going to move in that guard unit here. This still maintains the line. The Chinese moved out. We're going to move them in, however, because only militia there. We're also going to move in here. This way we'll maintain a line overall. And it actually looks like we can move all up and down the line there. That's good. I'll wait till I move in, and then we'll go and attack, and we'll begin the push into here. I want to push towards this river here, and create a line because we're also pushing through here as well. Do I have a unit? No, they all just moved. I need to wait. Let's see. Is there anybody that just moved into that province? No, nobody did. And those are just headquarter units that are moving in that could actually provide some support there. That battle's looking a little bit rough. They have a good array of units there. The militia, cavalry same, but that mountaineer unit that was involved in some earlier battles against me. And then we got some infantry units, frontline infantry units. We're pushing pretty well here, though. That's good. This guy, 74 hours. I'm not sure why it's taking so long. Oh, turning the tide here. Is it because I'm not sure why it's because? Maybe because it's because of militia and I'm taking them out. We are. The garrison did move out just in time before I got to there, and for whatever reason they're moving this way. I do not understand that. Okay, but I guess once we take this province, which will be in February 1st, next couple of days, once they get province, we'll see what's waiting for us in Gamut. About halfway through my video here. I appreciate everybody watching, and the comments and questions have been provided as well. I've been answering them as I see them. The several questions that I've seen are future things. For right now, for the most part, we're not worrying about naval. It's just strictly army land because we're attacking in China. Um, my navy that I do have arrayed around the Chinese coastal areas here. I've been having a good showing. I think all total I've lost a motor torpedo boat, which I kind of anticipated, and a destroyer. Had another destroyer get damaged, and that was to the loss of. I think the Chinese have lost about a half dozen light cruisers. Um, about an equal number of torpedo boats as well, maybe some transports. I'm not sure on that. Okay, so we have. Oh, they were attacking me at Zifeng, it looks like, right? No, I was attacking there because I can't. Um, that was my specialized entry that went that way. Yes, okay. We can't go there. That's why I moved there because from there we got these two provinces. Part of the reason why I moved this way was to move adjacent to the communist Chinese provinces to pull support to hold these provinces here while I make my attacks up north here. Um, that looks to be happening. Looks like they're moving out and trying to hold this line against me here. So good. We're moving into here. These look to be on the tougher side for some strange reason, but that's okay. They'll get better. And plus, once this guy moves in and 116 hours from now, and he's able, I'll go and support that attack, and then we'll kind of trickle it down into there as well. Dafeng finally won the battle there. All those units are pushed out. Actually, it's a pretty good battle, but you see how many troops are escaping now? Almost 87,000 troops are escaping that were in this cauldron initially, that if I had been able to close it sufficiently enough, I could have killed, but nope. They are escaping to live another day. That's all right, though. Cool. We got my light infantry ready. I will move. We need to move them up north because we are going to be making some pushes up north, but also my northern units, they're kind of on shaky ground. Everybody else here in the south is in really good order. Yeah, I got a bunch of units here. I need to actually, yeah, we're going to go ahead and with the assault ship, we're going to go ahead and rebase to Fuzhou. That'll still leave me some further ships here to take the other Marines. He's going to stay. These two guys also need aboard an auxiliary ship, and we're going to Fuzhou and rebase there as well. Still able to provide support to our Marines that are there. And the Marines down there. Just going to get ready, though. Clear up Shanghai somewhat. I need to move units out of there. They don't need to be sitting there sucking up supply. Yeah, this guy, he can move up that way. And this guy, he'll move down that way. There we go. That leaves MP, militia. He's moving out. And an army headquarters here in Shanghai. There's a unit up here. Oh, slowly making their way. Okay. That's right. I could have them use more urgent movement to a strategic redeploy, but they don't have any troops assigned to them, so I don't need to worry about that just yet. Alrighty, we kicked the Xibei San Ma troops out of one of their victory points here. They'll be moving in good order here shortly. Once these guys rest and reorg, we'll have them begin to move south, I think. Maybe. I may just hold the line here on the river, wait till I get that victory point and this victory point, and wait for the country to change over. I have Xibei San Ma targeted to be puppeted, meaning they'll be in charge of their own disposition and whatnot. So they lost another 100,000 troops. So that's 450,000 troops so far, almost half a million troops. Probably more than that total in casualties, but almost half a million troops that I've captured in a couple of cauldrons I set up here. Very, very good. And also, too, we take another victory point away from the Chinese. All right. With that done now, we're going to be having, let's see here, all these guys are going to make their way to the south. We're going to be doing, let's see, militia will move there, actually there. Yeah, we don't need you guys moving. That guard unit here is all going to move down there. There, actually. Okay. So we are looking much better in this area now. I do need to get my Kempetai that I'm slowly moving. I need to get them situated here in this area to protect the cities that I've captured, as well as throw a couple in a stray province here or there to fend off the rebels that may be forming soon. Okay, these guys, do we not have a transport back yet? No, not yet. Here they come. We'll wait for him to pop in. By the way, how much? Yeah, sufficient. Mass assault. Zifang was one. Good. I want to wait till my transport liners get back there. Alrighty. And now these guys, who are pretty much ready, they're going to go to Fuzhou here and relieve the Marines. I'm going to ray them. Well, I'll have 4 infantry units, but I'll ray them around the best I can of Fuzhou here. Probably, I'll probably move out of here. But then again, this is such a great. That means I don't have to attack across the river in order to push northward. So I think I'll just hold that. Leave my hero unit behind. Mass assault advance. We learned that's 38 tech. That's actually that is current. So let me get that back here. Actually, you know what? I will hold off on that. Let me drop this down to 40 so we can keep getting our leaders. I need to get back into the green. Espionage, I'm not going to touch any of these. So, whoa, diplomacy. Yeah, that was ticked off for whatever reason. There we go. So we're getting 110 officers a day. That should be ticking upward here over time. Our descent's going down about 10 more days, 11 more days. That will go away. All right. Yeah, I need to research those other 3, and then I need to focus a bit more on my nation, so I can get my IC up, which I think I already started researching. It looks like I got a few that I need to get. I want to wait till I get all these green, and then my next one that I learn after that, then I'll go and take a look and start my next round of research projects that I want to take on this year. Okay, this fuel, yep. We do not need fuel, but thank you. What is this? Our finest. I don't know if I've ever seen this particular event here. And that might be because, you know what? I totally forgot about it. In 1938, I was going to go ahead and switch over from the current scientific leader here, this Minister of Science, over to a carrier Minister of Science. But because this is giving me super heavy battleship, I'm almost wondering if that's the reason why I've gotten the Musashi and Yamato before. Well, interesting. But that's cool. Let's take a quick look at that here. That should be under this, perhaps, right? Or is it this one? Yeah, it's this one then. Um, yeah, super heavy battleship class. The next one I can't get to until 1942, and it looks like I need to get some further capital ship technologies too, armament and secondary guns, which I'm a bit behind on a lot of my, a good part of my naval tech. In fact, that's why I was glad to have that scientific minister to start off with. You know what? I think I'm just going to leave him the way it is right now. I'll switch over to my carrier scientist in 1939. Um, Seeing that kind of help me make that choice here because I was going to switch over from Uzuru here, who's giving me a bunch of, as we saw, give me a bunch of tech for my all my ships pretty much, except for carriers. This guy I need to get my aircraft carriers up and running a little bit better. Oh, there's a research efficiency guy here. Cool. Um, but I think I'll wait on that till next year. Getting that super heavy battleship, pretty nice. All right, we're pushing into here. That should be finishing up very soon. Okay, they've kind of given up the attack here. So we've taken out the cauldron. I have units filtering down this way, so we'll begin our push southward to meet up with our units here. Do I have Kempetai? Still not there, making their way. They're making their way. All right, I don't have anything else I need to kind of worry about. Oh, you know what? This guy needs to move over here because I don't have anything else. These two provinces, there's no need to really have any units. He's patrolling. That's fine. I have a sub that's patrolling around here. I'll maintain that. But yeah, I didn't need the coastal battleship sitting here because we've already taken care of what's going on there. So he'll come. He will come on down here, provide shore bombardment, which hey, that'll help out in this conflict on that province here. Communist guerrillas. Alrighty. Army needs money. That's why we need money in the game. One of many reasons. If you don't pay your soldiers, yeah, you see dissent and organization take some hits there. So we want to pay them so we don't get any penalties. We'll see that same type of event for the Navy and Air Force as well. So Quixian got taken out here. Let us have them support the attack upward there. Once he moves in and is able to support the attack, he will. Who do I have here? Oh, he needs to stop. He's worn out. He can support the attack, even though he's a headquarter unit. He can still do that. Same with these guys. They can also support the attack there. We move down. They're ready. We're going to go ahead and support the attack. We need to crush that province rapidly. We are moving down into here, and I'm going to leave that unit behind, and we'll swing that way. These guys, I will take one guy, move him here. Okay, looking good all around there. Would love to be able to push from the west here, but unfortunately I got to wait till this province is taken out to where I can then kind of branch out a little bit further. Okay, we've gotten Lansao. We can mark that objective off as taken. If you notice there, I'm telling my allies to attack certain objectives. These are all victory point locations. Oh, interesting. Is that Communist Chinese appeared in here and took the province back, even though I have a unit here. Interesting. We can support the attack. They are going to go ahead and move into here. We need to get that province taken care of. It tells my allies to go where they need to go ahead and move. And using that, I can also mentally tell myself where I need to also go, where the important victory point locations are at. So I have to keep toggling the map and seeing where they're at. I mean, for the most part, I know where most of them are. I've been playing several Japanese campaigns that I could tell you the provinces I need to take. But again, that's just for me to be able to mentally remind myself and act as a visual reminder of where I need to go. Let's go ahead and save the game. It's been a week or two here, and we'll go a little bit further here. Another 10 or 15 minutes into this, I'll then pause my gameplay. So we kick the partisans out. That's okay. I'm surprised I didn't actually destroy them. Let's expand our factories. Good. Dafeng. Who do we lose? An army unit. Um, there. Okay. So we'll rest and reorg this unit here. The majority of of his troops are all eastward, except for this guy. Let's go ahead and pull him off and there. This way now, this guy, he'll assist with the attack still there, but I need to move him. I need to remember to move him over eastward so we can assist here. And that's why we're defending, and that army unit just eventually broke. Too much going on there. Do I have the force to kind of break out just yet? Let's see. We'll have them all move in here. These guys will all support. That should stop the attack here shortly. Yep. We lost a lot. They lost a lot too. Over 1,000 troops each. They're going to end up losing that province because they've got a lot of weakened units here, and I'll be moving in. We'll begin our push. Speaking of, do we have units here yet? We do. We're going to go that way. The militia are going to support that attack. These guys, we'll have them just move straight on forward into there. And same with him. And then we'll actually have him go down there. Same with those guys once they're done attacking. Begin that link up here. Try to cut off these two provinces or anybody in them. All right. Okay. Things are looking pretty good all around. We will have all these guys support the attack. I know it's across the river, but we'll have them there. Yep. That's looking so much better now. All my units are going to be attacking there best they can. Good. And I've got 2 units here, but one of them just does not have enough org to withstand a defense, so I may actually send him over to there. Yeah. Wait, I have a unit up here. Oh, they're making their way slowly. I don't like to see red lines. Red lines means they're not receiving the support from their leader that they need. He can actually now move down into here. And actually, tell you what, he'll move up to there. He will move down to there. That way he can finish taking out the partisan unit. And this will then create a line for me here. With this being taken, I need this province still. So I'll try to push down there as rapidly as possible so we can take Xibei San Ma out of the equation. Once he takes out that partisan unit, he can come down to here. That way we've got a line going. Okay. Got some fuel requests. I don't need the fuel. You know what? We're going to have these 2 guys support the attack there. I know it's across the river, and thus that's why it's not doing so well, but those 2 extra guys helped out. So good on that regards. We got 3 guys here. Not going to begin the attack yet until I can get these 2 provinces taken here and make our sweep around. There's taken, so that we're beginning our move to the southeast there. We'll have him support the attack, try to speed things up a little bit. Fuel. I mean, everybody's coming to me saying, hey, we can sell you fuel because we're losing fuel, probably roughly average 100 a day or something like that. But honestly, I don't need the fuel. Get converted from oil. And the oil, we're doing okay with, quite honestly. Okay, we've got this province. Excellent. Another port opening up for me here. We check our supply map mode. There we go. Just had a convoy set up shop here, so we'll be able to uh, filter supplies in through here. Once we get these two areas conjoined, that'll be good because we'll have all these areas that will be able to share their supply. Currently, right now, everything that's coming into to Shanghai, I'm not sure we don't have anything going into there, but everything that coming into Shanghai right now is just for this area. Um, there's not enough troops there to would need the amount of supplies that are going there. We have our infantry dropped off, so we will move them in a ring around Fuzhou here. And then I can pull these Marines all back and get ready, reset for our next landing in the Shantou area. I'll have to leave a Marine on Fuzhou, I think. No, Fuzhou's not bordering any enemy provinces, so I can. We've got headquarter units there anyway, so that's fine. I'm leaving my hero unit, if you will, behind because we've inadvertently conquered this province across the river, and I would like to maintain that. Good. Supplies are, oh wow. So we just jumped up in IC greatly. Like I thought that 32% was disappearing here. I didn't realize we'd be jumping up to 150 IC. I wonder how much IC I'll have once that 24% and 12% disappear. Um, let's see. So reinforcements, cool. We can actually drop the supplies down quite a bit there. Yeah, let's leave it at that for right now. This will allow us to be researching several units. So we're into February, and now we're actually researching far more units than, or building far more units than before. Speaking of research here, yeah, I thought I saw something. We need back up to 40 on this here. Okay. All right. One there. I guess they were attacking me. We moved in, and they were attacking me. Xibei. That's the partisan unit. Now they're going to be annoying me. They're just kind of fleeing. That's right. We will chase them. And we have this province. Excellent. Um, so that unit there. Let's see, this is one entire province here. So we're moving down to there. I will have move here. And then the other cavalry unit that's chasing down the partisan unit, once they chase him to the ends of the earth, I'll have him move over to here and hold that province. That way we've got a line going here. Yeah, he's moving in there very swiftly, which is good. Historically, I'm surprised this was left open. Historically, or I shouldn't say historically, past campaigns I played, typically that's where I've seen their 6-star generals sitting right here in this province, along with, say, other headquarter units. I'm very surprised it was left unguarded in that manner. I may have moved too swiftly for the AI. They may not have been able to get to where they needed to get here. You can see where they're moving around, shifting left and right rather rapidly, and looks like they're beginning to make moves down to their final province here, which we check their surrender. That's it, 87%. Once we get this province, Xibei San Ma is to be taken out of the conflict. The majority of their troops are here anyway. Let's see. There is some of their troops are there. Some are there. I don't see any of their troops in there. Yeah. So the majority of their troops are around here in this area, in a couple provinces there. They don't have any out to the east. One reason why they take out communist China too, you can see the communists have got some forces out here as well. The guys are all the way out here too. take out the communists, and that will just leave the nationalist Chinese and the Gengsi clique over here. Yunnan is another province or another country I need to take, but typically their forces they tend to send them up this way and over here. They don't stray out too far. Speaking of straying out too far here, okay, we're going to be attacking there shortly. Good. Um, I'm going to leave a marine. We're going to go this way and then up. Leave a marine and then up. Here, we're just going to have him begin to attack. And I'll have these guys support that attack. Okay. Yep, good timing. We're coming in from the north, coming up from the south. And once we close the doors on this, whatever's left here, probably not many troops, but nonetheless, it'll be with the troops that we saw is about 80,000 in this cauldron. That's probably what's almost here. I want to try to shut that door and see if I can't, get that number. Look good, good, good. We'll be once I reach 50,000 supplies, we'll be evening that out, which will be I'll be making more troops. That armor unit will be finishing here shortly, and I think that's where I'll call the game. Is when I get that completed, and that amount of IC will finish out this unit and pump some towards here, and then once I can drop my supplies down some more, we'll be building 4 units fully by March 1st here. I'd be willing to bet. So with that, this will be finishing in August. I can get that unit created, built. When I get some more IC, that might staff me out here. So probably late summer, maybe early falls, we'll start building on Soryu. Currently, see, even though I have any IC going towards it, it's saying this will take until October of 1940. Once I start pumping some IC into here, that date will change a little bit, probably a little bit sooner. But I need to start building on my carriers here soon enough so I can get them done, hopefully in late 39, early 40 at the latest. That'll be the first round of carriers. I'll be putting a bunch more in my production queue soon enough. Okay, so we took there as well. And we're playing Ring Around the Rosie with the communists there. I don't have sufficient force to push down in here just yet, but that's okay. I'll hold where I'm at right now. That's good enough for me. My expeditionary force units here, while they're not able to do too much, I think they need to be involved in the push down south. So that said, we're going to move here. If we attack across here, this will not be across the river because we can see it's this is Dingxi. There's Dingxi there. There's river bordering this province here, Lanzhou. And well, I think that's it. Yeah, just Lanzhou. There's not a river bordering these two provinces. The river kind of peters out that way. So we should, if we attack from this province, mostly we should be getting better odds overall. As such, I think I will move my specialized light infantry over there as well, so they're not attacking across the river, and I'll have the rest that's in here support the attack. We need to push into here and thus there. This should be wrapping up very soon. Let's see. Oh, we got additional capital shipyard. That's right. I saw that a little earlier. This will take a little bit of time. The good news is with me knocking them down in their organization as much as happening, they're going to retreat down to here. We'll knock on their door, and the same thing will happen. So wherever they retreat from that point, either their capital city or further, we're just going to keep doing this over and over again. So eventually, once all survivors get to the capital, they'll hopefully be in such a low organization that the battle there on the capital will be pretty easy. Okay, so where are you retreating to from there? Are you going this way? Okay, and then we'll go down that way like so, and then there. Okay. Well, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. So they're retreating, it looks like, to that province, and we'll follow. We won in Wuki. That was here. I got some units moving in that were being held up. I see they're attacking from their capital city in multiple areas here. One unit there, one unit there. But it's all low strength, low org militia units. Just spoiling attacks. No hope for any success with them, but just enough to kind of, I guess, um, halt my movement as much as possible. Excellent. We're attacking here. We need to support the attack there. Or you know what? We're going to call the attack off. We've lost far too many troops. Jade needs to regain its org. Yeah. So he actually can move into here because he's not bordering with any enemy provinces. We have just one unit there. Two here. We're going to move our armor unit out, get them involved over that way. We'll do the same thing with our motorized unit. And the array of forces that we have is looking pretty good. I'll move our militia over that way. Do I have? I do. The Kempetai is finally making their way to where they need to be. He still needs to rework. That's my garrison headquarters. So these guys, I'm going to go ahead. Yes, these guys are going to be transported to Qingdao. I'll push them into all the cities that we've captured. Their leader's still making their way slowly, as is their leader. That's fine. That's fine. We're doing all right. I see. He's about to get there. February 18th at 1200, so noon. We'll go ahead and move him there. We'll move all those back, him back, and him back. That leaves the infantry on the line around there. And we're going to reset and get ready for our next round of naval invasions, which you could probably go ahead and start off with that guy. Because once he sails on down, do I have a destroyer unit? I do. We're going to have him park himself over here. Again, anytime I'm engaging in amphibious operations, I want to make sure that I have a good blocking force to prevent my transport fleets from getting sunk by enemy activity. So I'm leaving the destroyer fleet here. My amphibious transports will move into here, begin the invasion, and the destroyers can help protect them while they do so. Let's go ahead and save the game. It's been a couple of weeks here. And I want to get to March 1st, I feel, but I think we're getting close to an hour at this point here. So I'm going to go ahead and call the operation to a halt right now. We're chasing a communist partisan throughout the hinterlands, the Xibei San Ma, but this is looking really, really well here. I was anticipating not being able to take Xibei San Ma out until like late spring, perhaps, just because of the distances and the mountains involved. But the cavalry is certainly proving their worth overall. We just have one province to capture, and quite honestly, I anticipate that probably early spring, latest. I think March will be attacking here. Communist Chinese we had begun that operation overall. This is looking also pretty good. The idea is I want to go ahead and take all the provinces surrounding the Communist Chinese capital so we can begin attacks on there. And it's only the units inside the zone that are going to be able to defend. They can't get reinforcements from anywhere else. We're pushing our way down. We've now got access to this river here. We're going to continue when we can, pushing down on this as well. So we're moving to this river line as a defensive area. We're joining these two areas together as well. We'll see if we can get 80,000 troops stuck in this cauldron and kill them eventually. Otherwise, Shanghai is looking good now at this point after a disastrous attempt to try to capture some troops. Fuzhou, I haven't seen any activity by the Chinese around here other than their willingness to just surround me. So that's fine. I've got defensive forces in here now to hold that perimeter. The Marines will now restage and begin their invasion in the Shantou area here to open up a second beachhead. Once I get some infantry units to be able to move over here um, and relieve those Marines, I will do so because the next operation after that will be their final amphibious invasion. That'll be here in this area and up this peninsula to take on the Gungsi Click. Overall, though, things look very good. I appreciate everybody staying here with me, paying me kind comments and regards and good questions as well. Please continue to do so. And I'll see you guys in the very next episode. Take care.